Hello, I'm Chris, play guitar and fireworks, and you're watching Project Greenroom.
So here we are with Chris from Fireworks, Philadelphia, Wonder Years record release show tonight. How you doing tonight? You guys want to go a little short stint, hostage call?
Yeah, 10 days.
10-day tour.
Yeah, we do just East Coast, Midwest, and we do like Long Island Fest.
Now you guys just released Gospel, May 24th. 3 weeks ago now, almost? 2 weeks?
Yeah, something
Not
like
that
that.
long ago. Allen Triple Crown Records.
Mm-hmm.
Now I was wondering about the artwork.
Right.
Where did that come from? Is that...
Our friend Mike Burdick, I actually met Mike and us, mainly Brett and I, because as long as it is in the same year of school. We met Mike in like 10th grade or so, and he was just like a kid into music and art and stuff like that, I guess much like us. So we've just stayed friends, and Mike has really excelled in what he does now, and does stuff for like a company that's out of Detroit that really kind of does a lot of progressive things for the city and stuff like that. And he still does a lot of illustrations and stuff. And basically what he does and what we do never really that lines up. So finally we were like, we usually put way too much thought into it. I'll be honest, the last record, like, put way too much thought into it. Like, what can we do to make this like kind of weirder and cool? And realistically, I guess that's what we were thinking. And then this time we were like, Mike's our friend, let's just have him do something. And for the Bonfire 7-inch, Mike just thought of our band, and kind of, I told Outsider's perspective, he doesn't really listen to anything like our band. Okay. And he just, from our band, like what he's all, like from the songs from Bonfires and newer songs we had shown him, he just came up with the Bonfire 7-inch because we had like 7 people do 7 different covers. Right. He just drew up this monster, you can find it online, carrying a basket full of little kids. And we were like, that is so weird. And it's like, where did you get it? It's so cool. And he was like, I don't know. He's like, just something about like, I guess your guys' songs that just like, this kind of was a cool vision for it. So then like, when it came down the cover, we were like, let's just emphasize on that. So we basically just told Mike, like, go crazy with that whole theme. Right. And he did. And we didn't really have to change anything. He sent us all the illustrations. We were like, that's sweet. And then our friend John Regan, who laid out the last record too. Okay. Actually, I lied. Our friend Adam Rosser laid out the last record. He laid out Bonfires, John Regan. He laid out and did all the typeface basically, and wrote out all the lyrics and laid everything out. So it was really Mike and John combined. Illustrations were Mike though. Nice. But yeah, I mean, I wish I had a great story for it, but that's really it. It's cut and dry. Yeah, but we did think that the monster like with haunting kind of the innocent kid thing was a cool kind of, it kind of made sense with our record, so it worked. Now, where did the album title Gospel come from? Just no weird story, I mean, just came to you? Yeah, I mean, I guess just like what the songs are about and what the record as a whole is about, and even going with the artwork, just kind of like, I guess people sing, traditionally I've sang gospel songs to kind of, get through, tough times or whatever problems they may be having, or etc. And also, like, gospel is words a lot of people live by, and for us, it's like, us writing music is what we do, and what we do right, and so it really was easy. We were just like really literal about it. And kind of, I guess, we're like, oh, this is like our gospel type deal. So we just were like, let's do gospel. We kept it really simple, writing process and writing process and like we've always overthought everything as a band. It's like just we're one of those bands that we record a demo or something and all our friends are like, oh, that's awesome, and then we'll go do a record, do something, and they're like, I kind of liked how it was, and we're like, fuck. So like now we're just kind of like, this record, we just like, we wrote the songs, we were stoked on them, left them how they were, had confidence in them, did the artwork, whatever, named it. Not like what we put thought into it, but like we were just like, everything came really naturally, and I think that's what really made this record special. Now you worked with Brian McTernan. Yeah. Do you think he had any influence on this? Yeah, definitely. He's just like, he's insane how good he is at what he does. Yeah, like, I mean, I can be honest and say, like, you walk in there not knowing what to expect, and the guy is like, really is like a completely normal guy. He's a dad, husband, watches football. Like we didn't record on Sundays.
Okay.
I mean, I think he always just did that, but also like he can watch football Sundays. So it was funny, like that this kind of guy was the person like behind our record, but he is just like fantastic at what he does. And Cooling with Brian is mainly what I think he's amazing at is overall, like he just really picks up on your vision of what you want to do for your record and just kind of pushes that out. Like he doesn't really say like, I think this should sound like this because this sounds like how a good pop song should sound. He just is kind of like, this is what you guys want to do. I think this will like help it move to that level. So yeah, he was just like, he was incredible. He's amazing.
Now there's a song on the new album, I Locked My Time Capsule.
Okay.
And there's a line in there that says, just do what you can, do what you love. That line. Is that something you guys, like your motto as a band?
I think after everything, I don't know if I'd say a motto as a band, but I guess it's something we all can agree on, is like, after all said and done with everyone, whether they argue about what they should be doing with life or they just, just in their head discuss with themselves what they want to do with themselves and say argue with friends and family about like even small stuff, your opinions on stuff like that. I've just found as typical as a topic it is, like it's just easier to let everybody be who they want to be and just kind of do whatever you want to do, to make yourself happy and, obviously, be mindful when, keep everyone else in mind so you're not like an asshole. But overall, yeah, I think that's something like everyone should technically kind of like live by because, I don't know, I think it's the only way that anything really works out is if you kind of handle yourself like that and your business like that. This is Kyle.
Hi.
Kyle, this is Project Greenroom.
Project Greenroom.
But we're not in a green room, but we're just going to go with it.
I wasn't sure if it was okay if Kyle hopped in.
It's perfect. Now, you guys have gotten to tour with Newfound Glory, Save the Day, all in the past since the last record.
Right.
What are some of your highlights of the past year and a half since the last record came out?
I think like we almost had like I would almost say like a rejuvenation of sort with this new record. Like stuff obviously got a little stale, touring all the time on the same songs and like people didn't remember that like songs you record and are playing. Even when you record those songs, they're like sometimes 6 months to a year old.
Exactly.
So like stuff got a little stale and we were kind of just like, but what made that amazing is being able to tour with friends and bands we grew up on, like Saves the Day and Newfound Glory, and make such good friends as like the Hello Goodbye guys on that tour, for instance. Like we totally were like, I wonder how we're gonna click with these guys, and they're amazing. And Polar Bear Club and Wonder Years and every band. We've played with so many bands since the inception of this band in the last 2 years that
I think
it really was amazing.
Another just of the last album cycle, I guess like a highlight for a lot of us was like we got to go to a lot of different places. We played Russia, we played Australia, and we got to hang out in Japan for a few hours.
Yeah, you can't hate that.
Some kids from Michigan never thought you were going to go to Russia, probably.
No, never. But yeah, I think obviously all that was amazing. I don't mean to downplay by saying stuff got stale, but it kind of after all that was said and done, it was like, all right, it's not as much as it got stale as we were like, we're ready to just bust out a new record. Like we've made all these friends and done all these things, and like we really kind of want to make something that we feel more accurately represents us as a band and as people, which we feel is gospel. So
now a lot of guys will classify you as a pop punk band, right? Genre. What does that mean to you, pop punk? What is that?
I think that's just like dumb.
I think the genre's just been so dumbed down lately.
It's just like, I have no problem with someone referring to our bands that at all. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's lame when people will talk about our band in interviews and reviews and anywhere else and be like, traditionally, yeah, I like pop punk music. Sure, pop punk to me is, the Ramones and Screeching Weasel and stuff like that. But I just think defining any band under such a strict genre, punk rock, that's fine. Whatever, I don't mind. But being so specific to the point where it would actually for instance, if I hated pop punk and someone said this band's a pop punk band, I probably would not even listen to it.
Right.
And I think our band has more to offer than that. So I kind of get a little. I will say you can probably tell we get a little peeved on it. We're a little.
Yeah.
Again, we have no problems with the term at all. It's just that I think it's become more than a music genre of music nowadays. Nowadays, it's like this basically like whatever was happening with like hardcore back 10 years ago, not even 10, 5 years ago even, has just been replaced with the word pop punk.
Right.
So like shirts used to say like whatever Michigan hardcore. Now we'll say like whatever Michigan pop punk, and like the pop punk scene and the pop punk. It's like I always just knew pop punk as like
It was just a sect of punk rock.
yeah like
It's
like punk rock. Oh like they're more pop punk. Oh like the Lillingtons or like like Ramones style stuff. No effects like
all that's pop like with pop punk.
Yeah.
It was just like I don't know. Yeah, it was just all one category. It was like it didn't matter. Like you kind of had breathing room as far as your sound goes, and like that was just so specific, and it's just like it's just kind of I feel just dumbed down in a way. Like
I think it's
it's not that we're not that. It's we can be off more. I feel
right. I mean, it's like I said, I have no problem with people referring to us as that. I just kind of get a little bothered by the whole like people assume that we're like
nailed down.
Like,
to that.
dude, like we're like so behind like this like supposed like movement, which is like I don't understand. Like I could sound like a complete asshole right now.
No.
So apologies, but like I just I don't get it. I never got it. I think it's very weird. But I mean, that being said, I mean we don't mind. It's just kind of like I really just wish people would just kind of start to realize that like doing that kind of stuff kind of does separate you and really limits yourself and your band. Like I feel bad for people who people sometimes even tweet at us and be like, all I listen to is like pop punk and stuff like that. I'm like, that's a bummer. Like you're missing out on a lot of you're missing a lot of good music and other topics. Like that sucks, but that's just me.
So the record just came out. You guys are on a short tour now. What's next for Fireworks? Rest of the summer? Is that review? Fall?
We're actually home for the rest of the summer.
We're hanging out.
That's gonna feel good.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's obviously a weird time. Obviously, Warped Tour controls the summer, so we're not on that obviously. So yeah, it's really going to be just I think a lot of swimming and bonfires and
we're going camping.
Yeah, we're going camping when we get up 3 of 5 of us.
Chris and I will probably hang out a lot.
We live close. We hang out all the time and we'll hang out. We're gonna keep busy, obviously. Like,
there will be a lot of fireworks.
Right. We're gonna keep everyone updated on doing cool stuff. We're doing a tour in the fall that we're really, really excited about, and we're really gonna kind of prep for that. Like we're gonna we've been out so much we haven't had the chance to actually like be what I feel traditionally a band is like friends getting together and like working on songs and practicing and hanging out like. And now it's just like we gotta practice because we gotta leave for tour. It's gonna be sweet to be able to like be home and do stuff, and then also be able to be like, all right, we have like practice these 3 or 4 days a week. Oh, let's work on this part. Let's work and actually really get everything down how we want it to sound and really prep for the upcoming rest of the year.
Make a great live show.
Great live show and just have a good time. This summer will be fun.
It's gonna be nice to have the summer off. No tours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like. It's probably the best time to be home in Michigan. So it's like,
I personally like. I'm very happy. I'd love to be out playing too. I love playing shows. It's just that I'm pretty stoked for almost like a full summer off.
Right.
It feels good. So yeah.
Well, thanks for talking to the Aquarian. I know you guys are busy. You came in with a lot of friends.
We're not doing anything. The Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years are gonna headline, so we get to just hang out.
Yeah, these other shows were headlines. I'm actually pretty stoked because now we're just like, oh, cool. Sound check, that sucks. Good for you.
But good luck on the rest of your tour. Have a good summer off. Summer vacation, and we'll see you in the fall.
Great, thank you.
Very awesome.